Hello again. I keep planning to make a socks video, but then I order more socks to compare in the socks video, so that keeps getting put off. And I'm just going to say right now, I don't think I've coughed all day. It's like as soon as I start making a video, here we go. Anyway, I never actually intended to buy this shoe. I was looking for a slip-on shoe, and somebody posted in the minimalist shoes buy sell trade several things, and the thing I was looking for was the Unshoes Foragers, which I snapped up. But then I also saw that they had the Forager, and that the Forager that they had barely been worn. So I thought, well, you know, I'll give that a try too. I don't wear house shoes normally. It's not my thing, but I kind of just find reasons to put these on. There are so many fun, nice things about this. First, they are handmade in Utah. Unshoes makes their sandals, and they're closed-toed there. You can see they're a little bit dirty, but I've never worn them outside, and I'm not sure the other person had really worn them at all. They're basically new. So you can see they use the same kind of sole as the Terravita. So they are designed for outside wear. I just love wearing them in here if it's like a chilly morning and my feet just want something soft, because this suede is really, really soft. It feels good. Now, this is not to say that they're perfect. I don't think it's hard for any shoe to be perfect for anybody's foot unless you made it for your foot. And then you probably find something else to say it's not perfect. But like the other Unshoes, these are extremely flexible. You can twist them. You can bend them the other way. Not hugely, probably due to the upper construction here. The insole is squishy, like Terravita doesn't have a removable one, but kind of like the Soft Star that gets covered in suede. This is just the squishy foam. It is removable, and underneath is suede, so you can wear these, just have your foot surrounded in suede. That is definitely an option. I wear them just as is. Because they're suede, they will stretch. When I got them, they come tight. You can see where this was tightened down before, and that was a little tight for my high volume foot, but they are stretching already. And so you can move this out, and this right here is fed all the way through the back. So you can adjust the position, how these appear. You can have them even, you can have one longer. You can have it over here or over there, whatever. That is up to you. I recently did that adjustment myself. This is a thick cording. The only two things that get me about this is, one, my foot does not perfectly match the foot shape. So if I'm going to connect anywhere, I have a little bit extra space here, and I kind of wrap around to there. So I'm kind of here. And this stitching can be a little harsh. You're not really feeling the stitching per se underneath, but you are feeling the ridging from this. So I've done my little ball trick like I do with my Soft Star ballerines to give it a little stretch. It's not really that much on this foot. My right foot is bigger, thicker, and has this problem where I want to walk to the outside anyway, which Vibrams are kind of forcing me to correct as far as I can tell, that makes me want to wear them a lot. But that's a different video. So because of the shape, now I've seen people too, I wonder if it's not so much the shape of this as the shape of the person who had the shoes before me. I'm not really sure where that falls. Like I said, they came to me practically new, but he did say he'd worn them a couple of times. So not knocking the shape so much as simply saying, you know, be aware. As I will say in probably every shoe video, foot shape matters. Mine's so I'm so sorry. Mine is a little bit more rounded than this pointy tip. So, and it, as people have said, it's kind of a masculine look. That doesn't mean only men can wear it. Obviously, I'm wearing it. I've seen other people wearing them walking out and about, not in real life because I live in East Tennessee, and I think I've seen 2 people, one with zeros and one with Vibrams on. That's it for the minimalist shoes. So I'm gonna have to learn to pause the video. I might get techie enough for that someday. My husband actually wants to help me with these and make them a lot more techie, so we'll see what happens with that. But I'm sure I'll still be kind of goofy and probably not plan them very well, but we'll see. This is a suede, so you can't use something like leather honey or I forget or different oils and things so much, but there are sprays for suedes. Cleaning them is typically like a brush. You don't want to soak them, and they're really not for wearing out when it's wet. So I've pretty much just adopted them at the house shoes as the house shoes I never knew I wanted, because they're just so comfy. They do, I've been told, work for low volume feet because you can keep tightening this up. That I can't attest to personally, but that's what I have been told. Unshoes does some customizations, but they do not do customizations on this. But if you look, it's pretty freaking huge. Like, I don't think you're gonna have much of a problem fitting in this shoe. And since it can be pulled in and there's some structure back here, I think narrow-footed people can probably do okay as well. If you're wide-footed, you might end up taking this out. You know, I'm wide-footed for a girl, a woman. It would be more appropriate, I guess. But my husband, whose feet are not that much longer than mine, are wider. So, so I know I'm not the limit of wideness out there. But I do really enjoy these shoes, and I just think they're the bee's knees. But I also love Terravitas. Terravitas are like my I love wearing out. These are my I love wearing home. And I posted it in a story a long time ago, and I think I've referenced it. I can literally put these on without even touching them, and that's pretty rare for a minimalist shoe. I really like that. I have 3 kids, and I'm usually running around. I work from home. I homeschool my kids. I have to keep my kids alive, and I have to keep the house from being utterly trashed. So, you know, sitting there like tying shoes and stuff tends to be low on my priority list. So if I'm just going to be in the house and want something on my feet, these are really easy. And if I went out, I'm sure if I wore these out, I would probably wear nothing but these because they're so easy to put on. I do think, you know, only if you're particularly wide would this stitching probably become a problem for you. And I just want to be honest about that because it is pretty noticeable, I guess. And I have seen people say that they didn't like the stitching. There's no stitching at all back here. I do think, though, if your foot was really wide, you're probably going to remold the shoe anyway. And maybe it wouldn't be any kind of problem. I notice it, especially right here. I never realized how much even small areas of your foot can stand out in different shoes, but I do feel it right here. It doesn't stop me from wearing them, and like I said, I have stuffed my kids' balls. I don't think I've ever shown them on videos. These little balls inside there for stretching. So I have stuffed them before. I haven't done it in a while. If you saw that post before, that does kind of tend to fade after a while. So I didn't intend to talk about that in this post, or video. But if you are doing something like this for stretching, you might have to repeat it periodically. I don't think I would leave a ball in there like this all the time because it's going to distort the shoe. But to get a little bit of space, it's not a bad thing. So I will put them in there like at about where my 4th toe would be to get a little bit of extra space. So that's just a random tip. I think also if you were low volume, you could put a thicker insole in this and really fill it up. Like if you're going to wear them like I do around the house, like a felted wool insole or something, sheepskin, different fluffy insoles that they have. Obviously, these are not vegan shoes because they are completely suede. I like that you just get to feel the soft suede. They're not lined with like moleskin or something that can feel smooth but sweaty. It's just straight up leather. It just feels good on the feet. So enjoy. Let me know if you've tried them and what you think of them. And I'll be back.